to to state what I think is pretty obvious, once you understand Bitcoin, right, you have anxiety about being short. Once you understand it,
completely terrified of not having enough.
And if that's the case, then if you're running $10 billion of money, you go take $1 or $2 billion of it, or $3, or you just buy it all. Like, I mean, don't you sit around? I sit around, I'm trading this Bitcoin, Raoul, and to buy this much, you can't buy it in a minute or an hour. You can't even buy it in a day. When I'm in the market, I'm buying Bitcoin 4 days in a row, every minute.
Are you doing it yourself? Well, you haven't given it to anybody else.
I control it all. But take, if it's worth doing, do it yourself.
So I want to ask you two questions.
Yeah.
Two questions. The practicalities, right? So there is the terrifying moment when you transfer your Bitcoin from the exchange to your hard wallet. And you're like, fuck, I hope I put in the right numbers, because there is nobody I can call up at the bank and say, oh, I made a mistake in the transfer. Did you not get the terror of doing that? And how do you store it?
Okay. Well, so a couple of points I'll make. One point is, I can't give you too much details about how we do it and how we handle our crypto, just for security reasons.
Obviously.
Right? I mean, in private, off the record, we talk about it, but in public, I can't. Generally, our approach is to work with institutional grade crypto exchanges and institutional grade crypto custodians, and then, like handling nitroglycerin, handle it very carefully, right? I handle my crypto very carefully. And that means that before we're whitelisting everything every which way, and I'm moving 0.01 Bitcoin before I move anything material, right? And the first time it took me like 60 minutes or 90 minutes to get it confirmed, man. I was like, I'm working on it. But let me make the next point, which is, if you want to trade this stuff, you need a great team of like over-the-counter brokers you work with, and they have to have great technology, because you're going to buy this thing in 89,000 small bites of 0.2 Bitcoin each. If I'm in the market, you don't know I'm in the market, right? Like I get a laugh when I watch people come in and hammer the price up by $100, and people are thinking, is that some whale? Is that well, if you wanted to buy $100 million of it, there's no way you're chasing it up $100. So I'm waiting for someone to panic, at which point I'm going to buy $10 million in 1 minute, why they think they're getting the better of me, right? That's the way you're going to do that. And then my last point is, while I'm sitting there for all those days and I'm trading this stuff, and I'm like day and night, right? Day and night trading it. Everybody thinks, well, Bitcoin's too volatile. When people like me or these other institutions get into it, we've got computer programs that are trying to buy it every minute of the day, day and night. And pretty soon there'll be one set of computer programs talking to another set of computer programs.
Volatility comes
There's
down.
no people involved, right? There's no people involved, and the volatility is collapsing, right? It's already collapsing. Anybody that's watched this stuff over the past 3 months, you would see the volatility is coming in. The other day, I'm watching it. Bitcoin's less volatile than Apple. It's definitely less volatile than Amazon, less volatile than all the big tech companies. That's the story. My last point, it's like, who are these people that are selling it to me? Like, I can't believe someone is willing to sell it to me. But I'm thanking my lucky stars. I'm like, hit me again, hit me again, hit me again. Right? And I see these guys on crypto Twitter, and they're like, yeah, Saylor's going to buy it, then he's going to dump it. Or he's going to buy it, he's going to like buy another company with it. And I'm like, or he's going to buy it until he gets like this profit, and he's going to do whatever. I'm like, they don't really, there's a lot of traders in the market. They don't understand the mindset of longs. Like, I'm buying it for the dude that's going to work for the dude that's going to get hired by the guy that takes over my job in 100 years. I'm not selling it, right? When it goes up by a factor of 100, I might be borrowing a little to go buy something that I want. But this is, what am I going to buy with it? Right? That's better than what I'm buying, right? Every other treasury asset, and I count $250 trillion worth of stuff. This is not about gold, right? Gold, fixed income, sovereign debt, cash equivalents. Every other treasury asset's got a negative real yield. What am I going to buy with it? No, there's no other asset to buy with it.
And that's why I got into the irresponsibly long thing. In the end, I just looked at everything and said, right, fine, you can trade around, do stuff. But if there's anything you actually want to put a real position in for an extended period of time, there is only one thing I can really see. You know, I've got gold in a storage vault, and I'm like, I can't see the point. And you're tipping me over the edge of saying, I can't see the point. I like gold, I have no problem with it. You know, I'm not going to hold it for 100 years, so I don't really care. But I kind of like Bitcoin's going to swallow the world.